mean, talk about balance of payment crisis. I mean, look at the latest trade balance for the U.S. I mean, you know, I mean, again, the fact that the U.S. issues the world reserve currency is indeed a game changer, but I would not completely rule it out.
No, it's
As it being.
possible given the weaponization of the dollar since what's happened with the sanctions imposed on Russia, putting no moral or ethical considerations on what was done there. If you're a fiduciary for a central bank or a government treasury right now, you must be considering the risks that you're on the wrong side of any argument with the U.S. in the future, and that your reserves are rendered useless. And I'm sure all of these guys are having to consider diversifying away part of their cleaners 30 shirt that the U.S. is always
that's the question. You know, where do they diversify aside from real assets like gold and commodities, for example? Where do these global treasuries diversify their reserves?
Yeah, you can't really count on the euro because by many accounts, the euro will not last more than 5 or 10 years, even though I think the recent rallying together by the European Union and NATO to some extent does seem like
Juncker's Eurobank, Juncker's Bundesbank was eviscerated as soon as the Germans said that they're going to deficit spend on military spending. So, you know, and there's obviously lots of reconciliatory language and communications across Europe now where even Germany is getting behind the fiscal stimulus bus here, and they're loosening their inflation constraints, right? So I don't think and certainly looking at the Euro USD, the market certainly doesn't see the euro as being a more stable place to store reserves. So the yen is failing. The renminbi is collapsing.
Closed. And no, it's also a closed economy that doesn't have enough depth of its sovereign bond market to weather all those.
You still have the liquidity, the global liquidity, the fact that we have that the U.S. has some yield to their treasuries right now, right? Another 50 basis point hike. Like all these things, it's just going to be a tough thing to replace, at least in the short term.